Hi, I'm Isabel Logan. I'm 25 years old. I work for the Australian Federal Police as a crime scene investigator. What a crime scene investigator does is go out to crime scenes. We collect evidence and bring it back to the lab and analyse it. Evidence can include fingerprints, shoe prints, tool marks, different types of scenes, from as simple as burglaries to car thefts and assaults, sexual assaults, fires and deaths. So I might fingerprint the point of entry, hopefully find some fingerprints, photograph them, lift them and take them back to the lab. If we have blood, I can do a test to see if it actually is blood. Different types of evidence we take back are shoe marks and tool marks. Tool marks are very common at burglaries and car thefts. Often people use screwdrivers to jimmy open windows. We can collect shoe prints at the scene. They might be in dust, they might be in blood, they might be in mud or even snow. There might be blood on the clothing, so we will document and photograph the damage that's done. An instrument we used often at crime scenes is an instrument called the polylite. We take it out to crime scenes and we can use it as a searching tool. We can use it to search for fibres, blood, semen. Certain things fluoresce under different wavelengths, and so that can narrow down our search. We often chemically treat fingerprints, and these can fluoresce under certain lights, and it makes them a lot more visible and easier to photograph. Blood actually absorbs light, so if you start searching for it, sometimes patches will go really dark, and that's where blood could be. Each crime scene member has what we call a subdiscipline, so you want to work to becoming an expert. My subdiscipline is post-blast examination and tool mark examination. Each tool will create unique marks. No tool can make the same marks again. Tool marks and ballistics really go hand in hand together. At a scene you might collect something like a cartridge case. So what we do to compare that is you'll use the suspect firearm, you'll try and find the same ammunition that was found at the scene. You'll fire your ammunition from the suspect gun, then you can compare the two, say, cartridge cases or bullets, depending on what you found, under the comparison microscope, and hopefully you can make a match which will show that your suspect cartridge case was fired from your suspect gun. I finished high school in 2000 and then I moved on to the Canberra Institute of Technology, and I have a Bachelor of Applied Science in Forensic Investigation. The forensics course that I did took me 3 years to complete. The third year entailed doing a research project with the Australian Federal Police, which is how I sort of knew that I wanted to work for them. Revenge Charlie 760 in Bruce. The skills that are necessary for this job, definitely being a people person. Every day you're going out, you're meeting new people, sometimes in very unfortunate circumstances. It can be as simple as people who have been burgled. Other times you're going to an incident where someone might have died and you have to deal with family members. I think our job at the AFP is important to the economy of Australia because we work internationally, nationally and through the community. Just recently I was deployed to Nauru to offer my skills as a crime scene investigator when they had quite an extensive fire. What I love most about my job and what inspires me, I think, is the fact that I get to go out on the road every day. I'm not stuck in an office. I get to work pretty flexible hours. We work a roster. Generally people are quite pleased to see you because you're helping them. We have a great team that we work with. I think definitely at the moment it's my dream job. The job isn't nearly as glamorous as TV makes out. We don't wear high heels, we don't wear mini skirts, we wear big boots and overalls and utility belts. Jobs can be really long and really dirty, and it can be really hard work. You can have no roof over your head and be out in the sun for hours at a time. So there are definitely hard aspects to the job, but I love that sort of thing as well. There are several different areas in forensics in crime scene that you can become an expert in. This includes tool marks, shoe marks, vehicle examination, entomology, archaeology, post-blast examination, fire examination. We also have completely separate disciplines, separate teams, which are our fingerprint examiners, our biologists, chemical criminalistics. We have an imaging team and computer forensics. TV has glamorised the job a lot, so a lot of people want to do it. So there are ever-increasing courses at universities and TAFEs. Often places like insurance companies and things like that can use similar skills. There's also all the state police, like New South Wales Police, would have a lot of jobs going as well. I really enjoy photography, and I've learned so many skills in the job that I now sort of really know how a camera works. So I have a great passion for going to rodeos, and so I do a lot of photography of the action shots that happen there. One of the great benefits to working for the AFP is the fact that I'm actually a civilian, I'm not a sworn officer. Many of the other state agencies you have to be a sworn police officer, so you have to go through the normal police training and then you can move into forensics, whereas I've been quite lucky where I've just done my science degree and then I moved straight into the job that I wanted to do. I love coming to work each day to be able to reconstruct crime scenes and follow a case right to the end and get a result. It's very rewarding. I love my job.